Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Learn Mathematics. This is Rekha Chabra, your maths teacher. Students, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe and comment after watching the complete video. In the last video lecture, we started a new topic which is inverse trigonometric functions, in which we have seen how to make the graph of inverse function and what is the meaning of principal value branch and how we calculate the principal values. Now going forward, in this video today we will learn few properties of inverse trigonometric functions, and then we'll see and understand few questions of exercise 2.2. So these are the graphs of inverse trigonometric functions that we have already learned. So first property says that sine inverse x, this thing will give us x in return when our x belongs to this domain. At this point of time, this is considered as trigonometric function. In fact, all these six functions will considered as trigonometric functions. Sine of sine inverse x, and it will give us x in return when our domain is -1 to 1 in this closed interval. Basically, if you observe here, the domain of this function is sine inverse x, and what is the domain of sine inverse x? That is -1 to 1 in the closed interval. Same thing applies to all six trigonometric functions. Property 2, sine inverse of sine theta will give us sine theta. Both sine and sine inverse will cancel out and adjust each other if our theta belongs to this interval. At this point of time, these will be considered as inverse trigonometric functions. And what is the domain of this? That is sine theta. And what is the domain for sine theta in this principal value branches? It is minus pi by 2 to pi by 2 in the closed interval. And the same thing applies to all six ITF. Property 3 says sine inverse 1 by x is equal to cosec inverse x, and this is the domain. Same with cos inverse 1 by x equal to sec inverse x, tan inverse 1 by x equal to cot inverse x. So to prove the above results, let's take one result. Cosec inverse x we are assuming equal to y. Taking cosec to both sides, it will be x equal to cosec y. Now, if we take the reciprocal, so 1 by x will be equal to 1 upon cosec y, which is sine y. Now, taking sine inverse to both sides. So, it will be sine inverse 1 by x equal to y. And what was y? Y was cosec inverse x. So, it is proved. Same way you can prove remaining two results. Fourth property says sine inverse minus x is equal to minus sine inverse x. Tan inverse minus x equal to minus tan inverse x, and cosec inverse minus x equal to minus cosec inverse x. Now let's see how. Sine inverse minus x, let it be equal to y. So minus x, taking sine to both sides, we can say minus x equal to sine y. So that x equal to minus sine y, we are taking minus to both sides. Now sine minus theta is equal to minus sine theta. Right, that's what we have learned in class 11. So x equal to sine of minus y. So sine inverse x is equal to minus y, taking sine inverse to both sides. And what is y? Let's put the value minus of sine inverse minus x. So sine inverse minus x is equal to minus sine inverse x. This is the answer. Same way you can prove remaining two results. Property 5 says cosec inverse, sec inverse and cot inverse minus x are equal to these things. Pi minus cos inverse x, pi minus sec inverse x, and pi minus cot inverse x. Cos inverse minus x, let it be equal to y. Taking cos to both sides, it will be minus x equal to cos y. This can be written as x equal to minus cos y. We have taken minus to both sides. And then minus cos theta can be written as cos of pi minus theta. So cos inverse x equal to pi minus y. And let's put the value of y here in this step. Pi minus cos inverse minus x. And then we have to find out the value of cos inverse minus x. So Let's shift it to left hand side and pi, and this thing will come to right hand side, and it is proved. Sixth property says sine inverse x plus cos inverse x equal to pi by 2. Same with tan and cot and cosec and sec. Let sine inverse x equal to y. Taking sine to both sides, x will be equal to sine y, and sine theta can be written as cos 90 minus theta. That's what we learned in class 10th. So cos inverse x is equal to pi by 2 minus y is equal to pi by 2 minus the value of y. So it is proved sine inverse x plus cos inverse x is equal to pi by 2. Seventh and very important property. Every year one 4-mark question comes on this property. Tan inverse x plus tan inverse y is equal to tan inverse x plus y upon 1 minus xy, provided xy is less than 1. And when we have minus, so xy should be greater than minus 1. This property has come from this formula that we have done in class 11th. Let tan inverse x equal to theta and tan inverse y equal to phi. Now taking tan to both sides, in both the equations x equal to tan theta and y equal to tan phi. Now we know this formula that tan x plus y is equal to tan x plus tan y upon 1 minus tan x tan y. Let's put the values, and now taking tan inverse to both sides, theta plus phi is equal to this. And now put the values of theta and phi back, and we will get this result. Property 8, 2 tan inverse x equal to sine inverse 2x upon 1 plus x square. 2 tan inverse x, same thing, is equal to cos inverse 1 minus x square upon 1 plus x square. And this is equal to tan inverse 2x upon 1 minus x square as well. So let tan inverse x equal to y. Taking tan to both sides, x is equal to tan y. Now let's take right hand side of first result, and this will be equal to sine inverse 2. Put the value of x, which is tan y, and if you remember, this is the formula of sine 2 theta. It means sine 2 y. Sine inverse and sine will be cancelled, and answer is 2y, and put the value of y back, which is 2 tan inverse x. Same way we can prove rest 2 results. One more property. Here, look at this right angle triangle P, B and H. Sine inverse P by H is equal to cos inverse B by H is equal to tan inverse P by B is equal to cot inverse B by P is equal to sec inverse H by B is equal to cosec inverse H by P. This is very useful, and we are going to use it. Now let's see how they all are equal. We have, let's say, sine theta is equal to P by H. This is the ratio that we have learned in class 10th and we know very well. Sine ratio is P by H. Taking sine inverse to both sides, sine inverse sine theta is equal to sine inverse P by H. Sine inverse sine theta, sine and sine inverse will be cancelled, and we will get theta only on left hand side, and it will be sine inverse P by H. This is the value of theta. Same way, if we take cos ratio, cos theta equal to B by H, so here also we are going to get theta is equal to cos inverse B by H. Same way we can solve for all 6 trigonometric ratios, and everywhere we will get theta is equal to this thing. So all are the values of theta, so it means they all are equal, and we are going to use this property while solving the questions. Let's see one example. Sine of cos inverse 4 by 5. Now let's make one triangle cos inverse 4 by 5. So this is B base and this is hypo. Now first of all, outside we have sine, so it's better if we make it sine inverse. So we will calculate the third side. It is given 4 and 5, so we can use Pythagoras theorem and we can find out the third side, and we can write this thing in terms of sine, because we have just seen in the last property that they all are equal. So cos inverse B by H will be equal to sine inverse P by H, and then sine and sine inverse will be cancelled, and 3 by 5 is the answer. Same way you can solve remaining 2 parts. One more example, cos inverse 7 by 25 minus cos inverse 12 by 13 is equal to this thing. We have to prove something in tan. So let's try to write everything in tan on left hand side. This is one of the triangles. 7 and 25 means 7 is base and 25 is hypo. Again, using Pythagoras property, first of all you find out the third side, or else you should know that 7, 24 and 25 are the Pythagorean triplets. And same way for this triangle 12 and 13, we know 5, 12 and 13 are Pythagorean triplets. So we will convert in tan and then we will apply this property of tan inverse x minus tan inverse y. And then after solving we will be able to prove it equal to right hand side. Same way, this example also, I'm not going to discuss it. You can do it yourself, or otherwise you can pause the video and you can see the steps. Here also, same way, first of all, we have to convert the given ratios. We have to write down in terms of tan, and then we can convert it in cos. Why are we doing this? Because we know one property which is applicable here, and the calculation will be simplified if we convert it into tan, and then later on give the answer in cos. Here also same way. So I hope you must have understood and you can try these examples yourself. Otherwise all the steps are clearly mentioned in the video. Now let's discuss few questions of exercise 2.2. Question number 1. Prove that 3 sin inverse x is equal to this. Students, here you should make out this thing that if we assume x as sine theta, so here we are going to get the formula of sine 3 theta. So that's what we are going to do. Let's say sine inverse x equal to theta, taking sine to both sides, x is equal to sine theta. Right? Now let's take right hand side and put the value of x. So 3 sine theta minus 4 sine cube theta is sine 3 theta. Sine inverse and sine cancel. Answer is 3 theta and put the value of theta back. So it is equal to left hand side. Third question. Tan inverse 2 by 11 plus tan inverse 7 by 24. Here tan inverse A plus tan inverse B is applicable. Before that you can check that property, that condition, that whether xy is less than 1 or not. Definitely 2 by 11 into 7 by 24 is less than 1. So we can very well proceed and we can apply this property, and after solving we will get the right hand side which is tan inverse 1 by 2. Fifth question, write the function this in the simplest form. So here we have to think and we have to analyze that what should we assume, which value we should input to solve the question. So let x equal to tan theta, so that it will become 1 plus tan square theta, which is sec square theta under the root. So outside it will be sec theta minus 1 upon tan theta. Now we can convert it in the form, we can write down the reciprocal ratio. What is sec theta? We can write down as 1 upon cos theta minus 1, and here tan theta can also be written as sin theta upon cos theta. Take the LCM and simplify. We will get this 1 minus cos theta upon sin theta. Cos in the denominator will be cancel out. Now 1 minus cos theta, again this is formula, we can write down as 2 sin square theta by 2. And sine 2 theta, if you remember, that was 2 sine theta cos theta. So here we have to take half the angle, so it will be 2 sine theta by 2 cos theta by 2. Again 2 cancel, sine theta by 2 and sine theta by 2 cancel, and we will left with 1 sine here and cos here. So it will be tan theta by 2. Then again tan inverse and tan cancel, theta by 2 is the answer. Let's input the value of theta back. If x was tan theta, so theta is tan inverse x. So half tan inverse x is the simplest form. Question number 7. Here also we have to write down in the simplest form. So we have to think what should we assume here. So here the given function is this. Now tan inverse 1 minus cos x upon 1 plus cos x. Wherever we get this type of thing, so we can apply this formula. We have just seen in the last question that 1 minus cos x, we have studied in class 11th as well. The formula is 2 sine square x by 2 because we take half of the angle. And 1 plus cos x is 2 cos square x by 2. Again this is cancel, and under the root we will get tan square x by 2. Then square and root will be cancel out and it will be tan x by 2. Tan and tan inverse cancel and it is x by 2 is the simplest form. Question number 9. Write the function in the simplest form. Tan inverse x upon a square minus x square. So here again we have to think what should we assume to simplify the question. So let's assume x equal to a sine theta. All these assumptions, students, you will get to know after doing lot of practice. So x equal to a sine theta, we are putting the value of x, tan inverse x upon under root a square minus x square is equal to tan inverse. In place of x, we are writing a sine theta upon a square as it is minus a square sine square theta. From the denominator, a square is common and then a is outside the root. Under the root, we will get 1 minus sine square theta, which is cos square theta, and outside we will get cos theta. A and a cancel, and again it is tan theta. Tan and tan inverse cancel, and theta is the answer. So what is the value of theta? Value of theta is sine inverse x by a. First of all, let's shift this a to left hand side, x by a. Then taking sine inverse to both sides. Sine inverse x by a is equal to theta. 12th question, find the value of this thing. Now the given function is cot tan inverse a plus cot inverse a. Do you remember this property? This is equal to pi by 2. So the cot pi by 2 is 0. Simple answer. 14th question, sine of sine inverse 1 by 5 plus cos inverse x equal to 1. Then find the value of x. Here sine inverse 1 by 5 plus cos inverse x is equal to sine inverse 1. Taking sine inverse to both sides, that's what basically we have done. Then sine inverse 1 by 5 plus cos inverse x is equal to pi by 2. We know this property. Then after that, what is the value of sine inverse 1? In the last video, we discussed this thing. You have to find the value where sine function gives us 1. So definitely at pi by 2. So sine inverse 1 can be written as sine inverse sine pi by 2. And then sine inverse and sine will be cancelled, and pi by 2 is the answer on the right hand side. Now after that, applying this property, sine inverse 1 by 5 is equal to sine inverse x, because if you shift cos inverse x to this side, so pi by 2 minus cos inverse x is equal to sine inverse x. So sine inverse and sine inverse cancel, x is equal to 1 by 5. Question number 15. If tan inverse this plus tan inverse this is equal to pi by 4, then find the value of x. Student, this is very important question. It has come so many times in the exams in 6 marks long questions. So please don't ignore this question. Here again, tan inverse A plus tan inverse B is applicable. So we'll apply that property that tan inverse A plus B upon 1 minus AB is equal to pi by 4. Taking tan to both sides, this will be cancelled, and tan pi by 4, everybody knows the value is 1. Then we will take the LCM in the numerator and we will simplify the denominator as well, and after solving we'll get the value of x, which is plus minus 1 by root 2. 18th question, find the value of tan. Then sine inverse 3 by 5 plus cot inverse 3 by 2 is given in the bracket. Now here, how can we simplify? Sine inverse 3 by 5 plus cot inverse 3 by 2 can be written as tan inverse 3 upon 5 under the root 5 square minus 3 square. This is the property that you can note down and we can apply here. Otherwise, students, again use that formula, make a triangle, okay, and consider 3 as P and 5 as H, and find out the third side and then write in the form of tan inverse, simply 3 by 4. And same way you can apply here as well, tan inverse 2 by 3, because it is just the reciprocal. And then again apply that property, tan inverse A plus tan inverse B. This property is very useful and we will apply in lots of questions. And then after simplification, the answer is 17 by 6. Or else you can do the question by applying this formula as well. You can note down this alternate method as well. And here also the answer will be same, 17 by 6. 19th question. Cos inverse cos 7 pi by 6 is equal to what? We know that cos inverse cos x, it gives us x if our x belongs to 0 to pi in closed interval, which is principal value branch of cos inverse x. Now cos inverse cos 7 pi by 6 can be written as cos inverse cos 2 pi minus 5 pi by 6, and then cos 2 pi minus theta is equal to cos theta. Cos 5 pi by 6, cos inverse and cos cancel, 5 pi by 6 is the answer because 5 pi by 6 lies in this interval. So correct answer is 5 pi by 6. I hope you must have understood these questions, students. And now, please try rest of the question of this exercise 2.2. And I hope you will be able to solve all the questions. And don't forget to comment your name, class, and section in the comment box. Thank you very much.